Hello, everyone. Welcome. I really appreciate you being here. Welcome to Amazing Transformations. This isn't your traditional show where we're going to be having, a guest and everything, or even this one will probably be possibly just me talking because I didn't get a chance to really promote these. But as I mentioned, I have been wanting to have these. We began them, I think it was last year, might have been actually 2023, at the end of 2023 and 2024, but 2025. One of my goals and resolutions, I guess you would call it, for this channel was to bring back the open forums. One of the things that my channel is about is vegan knowledge. So teaching, educating new vegans, for those who are interested, and also it's a place for all experienced vegans of any kind of diet and wherever you are in the process to come together. And I know that in our daily life it's very difficult because of the percentage of people who have reached this level of um, consciousness, I would say, have made this connection about how great it is to be vegan and to practice veganism, and how great plant-based diet is for so many reasons. And but in your normal life, maybe you at work, maybe in your family, in your own even household, in your neighborhood, there's not a whole lot of people to be able to have that community with. And we have our Facebook group, which is amazing. We've got our little chats, but I always think it's really cool to be able to unite and talk with others. And what better place to do it than on YouTube, where it's live, where we can all come together and talk, and we can talk about maybe what we ate. I personally am a raw vegan, and so that's awesome. You can get my perspective. I have a lot of friends who are whole food plant-based. You can get their perspective. If you're a new vegan, you can come on and ask questions and talk to me or talk to others, and you're welcome to talk in the chat. Or if you feel comfortable, go ahead and go to the description, click the link, and come up and talk to me. Hey, Tessa, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you being here. If anyone doesn't know Tessa, she is an amazing person. She has been on, I think, like so many of our live streams, and really encourages and has been a great part of my journey. So thank you for that. And always here to say hello. And I love when I see you in the comments. Also, I saw you the other day on Matt's channel, and you probably thought I was half crazy. Like, what is she talking about? Because I forgot. I was trying to say hi, Tessa, and I was talking also to Carl about my smoothie experience on the Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, you're like, what are you talking about smoothies?" I loved it, but I was trying this, like, 3-day type of experiment just to like heal my gum, and I ended up actually making these smoothies for like mono fruit, like oranges and grapes, and throughout, like, for my first couple of meals. And then I actually put all my stuff that I usually have, like kind of like the fruity vegetable, or I always call them like fruit veggies, like cucumbers and, different things like that, celery. I mean, celery is not a fruit, but you know what I mean. I put like cucumbers, lettuce, and celery, and a couple other things, avocados, in like a blender, and had like my salad smoothie, and it literally was actually good. I couldn't believe it. So like, I don't know, it just kept going on. I was like, this is cool. I feel kind of like I'm getting back to my optimal weight after the holidays, and I've been having like this banana walnut smoothie at night, so it's been pretty cool. Oh, you took off? Okay, awesome. I'm always off on Mondays, so that's why I'm always bothering you guys with live streams and 100 posts on Mondays, and then it might seem like on Tuesdays I'm not, I don't have as much to say, but it's only because I'm at work. So when I get off, it'll be some posts on there, but usually I don't know if I have the energy to come on here and um have like live streams and stuff. But I am off I think a little bit early tomorrow, because I have a meeting to go to. But Wednesday and Thursday, I think I took off, or at least I took half days. I can't remember because it's my birthday. So I figured, you know what? I don't really have any thing planned, but what I want to do is actually I'm so behind. I'm writing a book. I'm trying to create like a lot of content this year, like some guides and beginner vegan things and beginner raw vegan. I just want to like put so much into the content. And this book is like, I'm like so close. So I'm trying to like really focus because I'm all over the place. But I'm excited about this year for the channel to put more content out and everything. I recently experimented with adding avocado. Let me see what this says. I'm going to make it nice and big. Thank you for being here, too. I recently experimented with avocado and nuts. Oh, to my fruitarian diet, but it didn't work out well. Yeah, like, it's kind of, especially if you're doing fruit, right? I've found that I think because I got used to the heavier food that sometimes I feel like I need that, but I really feel like I could go with all fruit, but I've gotten myself really used to in the evening, and I do it for my last meal because you're right. If I did that all day, I feel like I would feel, first of all, like weighed down. Like I never eat nuts or avocado until the very last meal of the evening, like, and usually by then I'm really getting tired. So, and I have that banana smoothie as the last one with nuts. And I only have been eating walnuts because I read that they were like the best omega ratio. But also, honestly, Tessa, because they're not like, I mean, I could get to like them, but they're not my favorite. So, like, it was easy not to just straight munch on them. Plus, I always put them in a smoothie because I have so much stuff wrong with, like, I don't know. I feel like I would break my teeth if I ate some like almonds or something. They're really hard. They're the really hard ones. Which ones did you try? Oh, you ended up becoming addicted. Yeah, like a lot of people are like that. They add nuts. Did you feel better or worse or anything like that as far as that, or you just really liked them but didn't want to like gain weight? Or and it's like some people like say that they don't feel as good like when they have nuts and a lot of that. What else do you like? Do you eat anything other than like what, like you eat fruit, right? And do you do any other like do you do lettuce? Like how like Lauren Lockman says like he feels like people do better when they eat lettuce, or some people end up like adding it in for minerals. Are you just like straight fruitarian? Cashews, oh, those are so good. I love cashews. Yeah, and Brazil nuts. I've never had that, but I heard that's like I've heard a lot of people recommend one of those to eat them like once a week or once a day, or I don't know what it was, but I've definitely heard that too. um for selenium, I think it was like there's something in it. I think I heard Don Bennett talking about that once. You do lettuce? Yeah, I only do lettuce. Like I don't do any of the other leaves right now. Like I am probably the strictest, or I don't want to say strictest, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the best unprocessed right now that I've ever been. So I'm not even like trying to figure out a dressing to put on it. I feel like the smoothie has helped like reset my tastes and not like, need any flavorings of any kind. I'm just like, you know, that week I did like I think a week of all fruit, only fruit without any lettuce, and I felt like it might have been like mental, like in my mind, but like at the end of the night, I wanted like lettuce and avocados. Like I wanted like something because I think I got used to that, but. I bet I could have just done the banana and walnut smoothie. If I had known about that, I feel like I could have, and I might go back to that. Who knows? Because I love fruit and I believe in it. I believe it's the healthiest thing that we can eat in the human food. I love the taste of avocado and nuts. I can't seem to stop it. Just one. I love it too, and that's That's a thing. But I figure if I'm not eating any fat all day, I just go for it with the avocado. But I can only eat so much of them. But last night, I think I had 2.5, maybe, like avocados, which I guess, I don't know, is that too many? It worked for me. Um, but yeah, it definitely is, I think, like the heavier of the fruit. It almost tastes like, I don't know, like I think it's good for people who are transitioning for sure, like off of the like a regular maybe vegan diet or even a regular diet if you're trying to go raw, because I feel like you feel like you want something that's dense. So I think it helps people, but not like just only eating avocados. You never see that one, right? Like when people go on those mono fasts. Imagine if someone just ate avocados. Or have you ever seen anybody? I'm not into the too much of the mono eating yet. Like one thing. I mean, I eat my stuff one at a time. My staples are cucumbers, tomatoes, and microgreens. Nice. That sounds like a really nice little meal. And do you have that like in the evening, or do you eat like, are you really like, people are talking about eating not that close to bedtime, or do you just kind of eat whenever you're hungry? Cucumbers. I eat cucumbers. I've been instead of actual like whole tomatoes, well I have a couple of those in there too in the salad, but I found this organic tomato sauce because I don't really know how to make my own. And my blender is kind of like getting old. I have to buy a new one. So my mom actually said for my birthday she sent me like $50 on to get me a new blender. So I was like, when you ask what do I want, it's always something related to that. And I was always like, no, I want to eat whole food. I don't want any juices because they don't have fiber in them. But the smoothies actually, I feel like are working for me. First of all, to heal whatever's been off and on going on with my gum. And secondly, they just really, actually, I'm feeling good because I feel really light with them. So I'm like, but when I tried to blend my salad up, my blender was like, "Are you kidding me?" It was just like like made this weird noise, and it was like, so started adding a little bit of the cream, the organic tomato sauce to it. So it's just like tomato sauce and, I mean, tomatoes basically, and I don't know if there is some salt maybe in it, but I'm not sure. But it just like actually made it like blend up better. So I tried it without it with just the avocados too, but every now and then I'll put a little bit of that in there. And I think that's what made it taste like cream of tomato soup. But I was listening, like, I think it was Don who was saying that tomatoes can cause inflammation. And I was getting like a little bit of inflammation in my knees, but now it's kind of like almost gone since I went raw completely. So but I was like, am I gonna make myself? But I think that can happen over time. And I'm like, no, I love my tomatoes. I'm gonna be at level 8 health as he described it. I was rewatching that video because I sent it to somebody. And every time I watch that video with Don Bennett, I'm always laughing because I remember you came in the comments and were asking him what his favorite movie was and stuff. It was so funny. It was The Sound of Music. I got a juicer, but oh, you did get a juicer, but I haven't had the patience to set it up. Not only the patience to set it up, but the patience to put all that fruit in or whatever you're going to make juice out of. It takes a lot, it seems like, just to make a little amount of juice. So that was where my patience kind of ran out, and the money. I was like, oh my goodness, I need like a whole thing of oranges, and I got like this much juice. At least with the this was as bad as when I was on those, some of the fruits I've gotten into are like expensive because they're not from around here. Like when I was into I can't think of what the heck the name of it was. Oh, celery. Yeah, celery is good, but it doesn't like to chop up celery either. So like my salads usually have, right now I had celery, Oh, you're gonna juice celery. That's what you were trying to say. Yeah, juicing celery. I was in the celery juice, but I don't know if I had made it juice, and I made like celery smoothie before. I did a whole video on it. I'll have to share that with you. I was like, it is the best thing. I had seen all those videos about celery juice, and I had like the little celery dancing around on the video where I made it. I'll have to share that again, because it is really good. It was supposed to like open up the minerals. Like I remember saying on the video, I always believe in eating everything whole food, but for some reason, celery, because of the hard exterior, it was saying that it actually can open up the vitamins and stuff inside of it. And people were going on those celery juice cleanses. Remember that? It, maybe they still are. I don't know, but I don't see as much about it as I used to. But that is so cool. Like, so what do you think of these open forums, Tessa? Do you think they'll be a good thing? I kind of miss having them, and I like doing them. I think I'm going to do them on Monday because that is the day that I'm off, so it will be much easier. Except this week is special. I have Wednesday and Thursday evening, but um, I didn't want to start it and then not be able to continue it. And this is actually late because I don't want to really, I don't know what's good for everyone else, but I don't want to do them this late, like I don't know if it's late where everybody else is, but I'd like to do them a little bit earlier and see if people can still jump on. I mean, I will come on late if I have to, but this is usually the time we settle in and like try to, finally eat and chill out, and then I chill out for a little while, and then I go back on and start posting stuff and sending out emails again. I'm like, I am addicted to vegan. I'm addicted to making vegan content and posts. So I'm like, wait a minute, what if I say this? I think everybody in the whole world's going to go vegan. Um, and then if I say this, they're all going to go raw. It's like quite the feat, and that's why I love all levels of vegan, because I went for it like crazy. Like I did like the 3 day experiment. I'm going to go raw for 3 days, and then it was like it kept going for 6 months, reminding me how this smoothie thing went. And I'm like, I hope I'm not becoming a smoothiearian. Is that a word? Come on, smoothiearians unite. But I do like the smoothies. They're really good, and I like your salad. You kind of made me want that same stuff: cucumber, tomatoes, celery, lettuce. Do you eat spinach and all that kind of thing, or do you stay away from the higher oxalate leafy greens? Oh, you eat the microgreens. Yeah, I got to get back to eating sprouts. Maybe I'll include those in. Smoothiearian. Is that a new word? What if I came on? I think that's a good name for a video. I might do that when I have done this for like maybe 2 weeks or is today? No, tomorrow will be 2 weeks. Maybe you'll see this video pop up in your notification. It'll be like me with like this. I've been smoothiearian for 2 weeks. You like spinach? Yeah, I used to put I haven't had any spinach. I've just been so boring. I've just been using lettuce, and I figured that's giving me some minerals. And I want to ask Dawn if she likes spinach or kale. She likes kale, but she's been doing awesome. I don't know. I just came off of her live stream because I'm learning to trade stocks, and she's at a company called American Dream Trading, and she works for them. And I was on their live stream that they do called the Aftermarket because I like joined, and I'm all excited. I got my little book here. I'm reading about it. So I was like, we were both doing this. We both, on the 29th, we started being really ultra like healthy, like after the holidays, you know what I mean? Like, and she's been not eating all day, and then eating like bananas, grapes. I've been doing grapes and blueberries and cherries, and she's been doing those same fruits and oranges, and then having like a big salad at night. But she eats onions in her salad, and I do not like onions. I almost like cry trying to cut them up when I make her salad. Oh, butter lettuce. I've never tried butter lettuce. Let me put these up because people are going to think I'm talking to myself, or they're like, nobody's there. She's just pretending. She's pretending she has a friend named Tessa. I like this little thing I've learned, but I'm like sitting too close to the screen with my face, so I'm like leaning like this far away to get the stuff to be put up on the screen. Maybe I can make it so they just pop up on the screen. How do I do that? Let's see. At least I figured out how to put the veggies behind me. Let's see here. Design. No, chat. Maybe that's it. Oh no, that didn't do anything. Oh, here we go. Look at that! There's all the chats coming up next to me. Now look very popular. Thank you, Tessa. I hope no one reads close enough to see that they're all you. I have all of my friends are named Tessa Jane. All of my followers. That's the thing. That's why they all have the same name, and we like to unite with the same logo, right? No, but I appreciate it. I'm having fun having this conversation with you about our lettuce and cucumbers. I love cucumbers. I like lettuce, but I just get like the regular old iceberg lettuce because it seems like that's the most readily available. Okay, here's the number one question, too. I always ask people about lettuce. I was told only eat organic lettuce because it's really bad for the, like, I don't know, like with pesticides. But I try, but I can't always get the organic lettuce. And also, sometimes it's like such a big difference in price, but I do pay it only with certain things. Someone taught me the dirty dozen and the clean 15. So like I feel like lettuce I try, and also cucumbers, but we haven't been getting organic cucumbers because when Dawn orders, she just hits anything. She's like, I'm not worried about that. Last week, she's like, because she's paying for the grocery bill, so she'll be like, you know what, the regular ones are fine. If you can't find organic, she's probably typing the DoorDash guy right behind the scenes or Instacart and being like, just get the regular ones. Oops, I almost clicked off of it. Let's see. My mom can't even stand the sight of cucumbers anymore because of me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think I drove my family half crazy probably talking about this. I tried to not talk about it at the holiday, but it always comes up. And my mom is so cool. She'll like buy me stuff that has to do with, like stuff that I might need, like blenders and stuff. So she'll like, it always comes up somehow. And then everybody that's in the room, of course. So, don't you like cheese or whatever they ask me? Like, I used to. And then I become like this billboard for veganism. I'm like, but if you want to try it, you can even have cheese. They've got vegan cheese if you like it. I just don't eat it right now because I'm raw and blah, 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 blah. But man, it sure makes it easier, I think, you would think it would be difficult being raw, but at times when I was like vegan, you can't find like a fast food spot that has vegan stuff, like at least not around here where I am on the East Coast. So like you're left with like literally going in like a Wawa or something, one of these convenience stores, and being like, yeah, can I get just vegetables on it? So you get like a piece of bread with a bunch of veggies on it. You can't really get like vegan food per se in like a lot of places. So it's very difficult. Even you have to be careful of the fries because sometimes they're cooked in the same fryer. They'll come out smelling like fish or something. So I find, especially traveling, it's so much easier. Just like if you just go in, they always got the little things of fruit at gas stations. A lot of them, are like convenience stores. You can always get fruits. You can bring fruit with you. It doesn't go bad. You don't need it in the freezer. And so cheese. Hey, Dawn, I was just talking about American Dream Trading and how excited I was you were training me. Come on in if you want to. I know, right? Say cheese. I feel Dawn calls it she doesn't call it cheese any longer. She calls it, what do you call it, Dawn? Mucus or liquid mucus or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have totally gotten in her head. It was a commercial. It had it was like for some place on TV, and it had a burger with cheese, and she was like, dead flesh with a slice of mucus doesn't sound appetizing. I was like, that is so great. I love it. That's like, if you are a new vegan, you'll get there. It smells horrible when I smell meat now. Tesla said, ew, cheese. Well, Dawn, are you getting hungry? Mucus. I think I'm delayed. You probably hear me talking from the other room. We're getting ready to have our little, I'm going to go make Dawn's salad and my liquid salad. Oh no, I still got to have my bananas first. My yeah, I got to have those. And my bananas and my daily green boost, which I have still faithfully ever since January of last year. I have them mashed up. Then I'm going to have my liquid salad. It sounds weird, but it really tastes good. It tastes like cream of tomato soup. I promise you. And Tessa does all fruit. Isn't that cool, Dawn? You could probably do that. She actually likes, I think you like the fruit better than the salad, but it's good to have that last meal of the day. She was saying that her family can't even, or her mom can't even stand the cucumbers anymore. We're like, I put so many cucumbers on top of Dawn's salad. I like put the lettuce in, and then I put like little slices of cucumbers, and she likes them with the skin. And then I put her onions on them and tomatoes, and that's the simple salad. I'm always like, don't you want some avocado? Don't you want this? But then she'll put some nuts on top of it. I would totally go fruitarian. Yeah, you'll have to definitely try that once, because I think you could do it. You'd probably do it easier than me, because I'm like so been hooked on that salad at night, since that. Oh, speaking of that, moringa. I just now, Dawn, I don't know if you heard me. I just had moringa, like my little vitamins that I take at like 5. It was right after your show started, or right before it, so like 4:30. I'm like, man, I am really having that later and later. I used to drink it like right away in the morning, and then I've been like, no, I'll drink it a little bit later. But I'm going to get back to it tomorrow. I guess it doesn't matter because I still didn't eat anything all day. Maybe the nutrients from yesterday were still in there, or last night, because I'm always drinking my smoothie too late. And then I'm like, oh, you're not supposed to go like lay down and go to sleep. So I was like sitting in the chair, like looking at my phone, dozing off, trying to sit upright after that banana and heavy walnut smoothie. Cucumber noodles. Yes, that's what I want to start doing. The cucumber noodles. Because I was shredding mine to make them like thinner, but I got to do the noodles. So you can take like cucumbers, right? What do you put them in one of those? Like, do you have a spiralizer type thing that you use, or do you have a machine that they make them noodles? Or do you sit and hand carve noodles? I'm just kidding. Yeah, as long as you get it in at some point. Dawn is interested in the cucumber noodles. Tell us. Ah, you have the special tool. Awesome. I saw, was that what I think Jeanette, didn't she have something like on one time where she was making those, and she had a link there, but I'll have to look and see if it's still out. It's a heavy duty spiralizer. Nice. You got that heavy duty one. I'm like, I don't want no like plastic one, right? It's gonna break on me because I'm gonna be spiralizing some cucumbers. Me and Dawn are gonna be having like cucumber noodles every night. And I'm gonna be like, Tessa, this is your fault. I'm gonna tag you in every time I say it. We're always gonna think of Tesla's heavy. I'll be like, this isn't as good as Tesla's heavy duty one, but we got the knockoff. You definitely have to tell me which one that is. I love it. And so do you just like, that's how you eat them in your salad? Because it would kind of make it like like fancy, you know what I mean? Like almost like you're eating like a spaghetti salad or something instead of just like random like lettuce in there. It probably makes it like you're having like some kind of cool dish, and it's probably cool to take pictures of too. I take pictures of all my food, and this would help me not to have to make faces with it. Yeah, we definitely should. Oh, yeah, the cucumber party. That's it. The funny thing is, though, I was thinking, yeah, we could do a whole Zoom zoodle party. No, that's zucchini noodles. Koodles? That sounds kind of weird, but maybe. It sounds like I'm not supposed to say it on YouTube. I ate a whole bowl of cucumber noodles, and they're so good for you. And like, they have no calories in them hardly, and they're like got lots of good water content. So, everyone watching, go get your spiralizer and eat your cucumber noodles. I love that. Um, so what was I gonna say? Now, oh, we could get on Zoom and everybody show their cucumber noodles, or even on a live like this. You have to show your noodles. Um, Dawn, you ready to go get us a spiralizer tomorrow? I'm gonna make you a noodle salad. Yes. Well, hand carved noodles. I used to have zoodles before. Oh, okay. Yeah, because they seem like I like cucumbers better than zucchini, especially raw. I've never even tried it raw, but I don't know if it would be, beneficial to have that, or it seems harder to digest too. So I love cucumbers. I'm like, you got me wanting to go get one of these things now, but it's too late. I got to work tomorrow. Um, but this has been awesome. I love it. I love the cucumber talk. Please don't share this with your mom. I don't want her to make you unsubscribe to me. She's like, did you guys just talk for an hour about cucumbers? I can imagine. Oh, this has been so fun. I love these. I think next time, I bet I'm going to actually put it out and email it and advertise it, because I didn't tell anybody, but I'm glad you got the notification that it was coming on. And what else you got going on? Anything before we start to wrap up? Tessa, Dawn, you want to say anything before I tell Tessa I said hey? Dawn said hey, if you couldn't already hear her in the background. Do you like my new microphone? Dawn got me this for like a Christmas/birthday present, so I can look like one of the cool kids. I look like, I'm like, if I have a microphone, I'm going to look important, right? Like I know what I'm doing up here. Yes, definitely transition over to we're a recommender of koodles instead of doodles. I mean, no, doodles. Wait, what's doodles? No, zoodles. No, yeah, zoodles, koodles. We can make noodles out of so many things. What if we made? What would a? I'll have to think about that later. I don't want to say anything weird. Doodles. Doodles is like something. That's like some type of dog, I think, or something. No, could you imagine it? A spiral. Well, carrots wouldn't be too bad. Tessa said hi, Dawn. Sorry if I just yelled in everybody's ear. Yeah, so now that if you're like, also I think that's a good tip that you had there. If you're raw, and you want to make it interesting or excited, like you can make so many things. Somebody, I think it was Carl, if you're watching, he showed me a raw ramen noodle recipe, and it had zoodles. Hey, Mona. Thank you for joining. We were just in here talking about cucumber noodles and zucchini noodles, and we came up with a new name, Koodles. I don't know if I came up with it. We also came up with the name Smootharian because I like smoothies so much. I'm just going to go to all smoothies like I'm doing now. Thank you, Mona. I appreciate you popping in. I'm going to probably be on here for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up. I'm going to go in there. I call it Salad Central, and make some make some food and finally get settled in. I know Dawn's been up since 4 a.m. and she's had her first couple of fruits for the day, so I know she's ready to eat too. So what's new, Mona? How are you? How have you been? Any new exciting like recipes or anything you want to talk about? These are our new open forums. If you ever want to jump in there, hit the in the description. I can post it in the comments too if anybody says they want to come up, and you can come right on here and we can have a conversation, or you can talk in the comments. But I was saying, like, this will be good for beginner vegans to ask questions, experienced vegans, for us to get together and kind of conversate, because we don't have a whole lot of times where we're around other vegans unless you're in a community or like a group of people who, are lucky enough that your whole family's vegan and things like that. But I know a lot of us need that sense of community, and I think it's important for newer vegans to have that too, because you seem isolated, when just in your regular, pretty much in our regular lives, we're in the maybe the only vegan at work, and now you'll see all the vegans on here. Hopefully we'll have it filled up like we used to. I just have kind of had gotten out of having them because of work and things, but now I'm making it a point this year to do these again because I think it's so important. I know. Maybe I can get that together so Matt can come next time. That would be awesome. My big salad is so filling some days. I can't eat anything else but but some fruit. I know, right? That was like, vegan salad is like this, like everybody else with these little side salads that they call a salad. It's like vegan salads, and it has all kind of different things in it. Some people's salads I see, it's like a bunch of different ingredients on it. Like, there's no just lettuce and cucumbers, unless you have Koodles cucumber noodles. That would be a cool looking salad. That might fill me up. Yeah, mine too. Well, you guys have seen my salad. And if anybody's interested, we're doing the fruit and salad challenge. That's going to start tomorrow. So I definitely will be making a post. Maybe I'll be able to come on tomorrow for a little while. And I don't know if I'll make it in the morning before work, but maybe after, or maybe I'll come on Wednesday since I am off. And I will come on and we can share how our first day of it went. So you eat 2 servings of fruit and a salad. It's for anyone, beginners to vegan, beginners to raw vegan, all of us. Maybe if we're trying to lose weight after the holidays, if you've wanted to get healthy or like reset your gut, the fruit and salad. You don't have to only eat fruit and salad, but that's to get more raw foods in our life. I think it would be nice for people. Don't you wish you could share like pictures on here? Well, if anybody comes on like tonight or in the future, you can share pictures. You can share your screen and show pictures. But I always wish when people start talking about their salad or their food in the comments that, like, I wish they could just post a picture of it and we could all see it. Mona, you're on Kathy Hester's sometimes, her and Cheryl. I wish we could actually smell or taste the food, especially when she was on here doing the ice cream, the vegan ice cream. I was like, that would have been awesome. Right? She was in the square next to me, but I couldn't get a taste of the ice cream. But who knows, with AI, they might come up with that one day, right? They're like, oh, you can just do, 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 do. Here comes the food right to JJ. Maybe that's way in the future, right? I'm thinking ahead. I'm gonna have to start a technology company just so we can all transfer food, not the pictures. I want the actual food now. Tessa could send us some noodles. Yeah, I'm gonna try to next week. Tessa, I will try to tell a bunch of people, or if I do another one this week, I'm gonna tell Matt and all the like cool people that are on YouTube that would be really good for us to ask questions to. And then I'm going to tell everybody in the Facebook group. Mona, if you know anybody, let them know that we'll be having these on Mondays. And I don't know exact time yet because, like I was saying, this is a little bit too late. Maybe like either 4, maybe 4 Eastern, but that might be too early because some people might be working. So I don't know. We'll work that out. Like I might just have them at different times. That way different people can show up, or maybe even different days. I don't know what to do, but we'll figure it out. I'll just come on whenever I can, when I'm free and I feel like it. And then that way people can join if they can. I won't make it too complicated. It requires a what? English cucumbers? You have to have English cucumbers? I mean, they're okay too. I've ate English cucumbers. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they're a little. Well, they bring them to me sometimes when they don't have regular cucumbers, because I'll order through like Instacart and stuff, and they will bring me like the English ones. They're what? Definitely a lot bigger. Why do they work better? Mona said, I eat those in the winter because others are not as good. Oh, maybe that's why sometimes they're bringing those. Either there's not as many or they're not as good. Sometimes the organic cucumbers I would have gotten too, they're not like, they feel dry or something when I would, like, when I was doing the shreds of them, they didn't feel as watery. I don't know. Maybe because I'm getting them at the wrong time of year. I didn't even know cucumbers had a time of year, but I guess everything does. I seriously still want to get one of those tower gardens one day, as long as it would be the same nutrient quality. Definitely. But I'm excited to have this again. I'm excited that you all joined me here because they string better. Oh, okay. They're like probably like stronger too. And you get probably a lot more noodles because they're a lot bigger than them. I never thought about that. And do you take the skin off first, or do you just spiral them with it on? I like it. They string better. How do you zoodle? How do you noodle? I wait until the farmers market's back, then I get those. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're gonna go to some farmers markets this year. And then we have these stands along the road. I'm sure everywhere does. And I'm gonna try to go to different places and get the things because I think the fruit and vegetables taste better. They're better, like organic. You're supporting local people. But I end up at the store a lot because there's nothing here in the winter like that now. Oh, okay. You take the skin off and then spiralize them. Okay, cool. That is awesome. Let's make an infomercial. Right. Yeah. Tired of fumbling with cucumbers and not knowing how to eat them? These are too thick. These are too thin. Try our spiralizer. Try a Koodle. Tired of zucchini noodles? Yeah, I think we could do it. I'm going to make that. I'm going to make a funny video about that just for you, Tessa. We got to do that. And who wants to be in it? We can have models get in there for us so we don't have to be the ones doing it, right? I'll have the cats fumbling around with the spiralizer. That would be awesome. That's what I love about these open forums. I like, maybe when we have other people on, I'll put up a topic, but I just like to randomly like talk about anything, and it always ends up something really good. And now this time I think is my absolute favorite because we got to talk about cucumber noodles and we made 2 new words. Are you behind on your Koodle debt? Oh my gosh. You may need, if you are, call Tessa. She'll help you out of it. But that's not all. But wait, there's more. Order right now and you'll get double the Koodles. Kudos to the Koodles. I love it. Mona popped in there with the creative, but that's not all. We could definitely do infomercials. Man, those things are so funny. I love how the people exaggerate the problem when they're ready to go for the solution. Like, I see that one about the cat litter all the time, and I'm like, this lady's like spraying and doing all this stuff. Like, I'm like, okay, it's not that difficult to clean litter, right? Have you ever seen that commercial, Dawn, for the pretty litter? It's funny. They really make it look difficult, man. They make it look like it's intense. I mean, I don't like cleaning the cat litter, but it definitely makes it a little bit intense. Oh, there's the Koodle. Oh, yeah, that definitely kudos to the Koodles. That's going to be a new. Only me and you and Dawn and Mona are going to know what that is. When everyone's going to be like, "What is that joke?" I'm going to have to tell this story 100 times. My sister Kugel. What is a Kugel? Oh my gosh! It keeps going, and the Kugel jokes continue. I love that. I am definitely gonna have some good little morsels of this one to take out. We gotta put these shorts on. The you have to come on. I know you don't like to come on camera, but you at least have to come on at some point. Whenever you can, when you get comfortable with it, you have to be the noodle expert. So go study licensed Koodle expert coming on here. But I so appreciate you all. Thank you for joining. Mona, thank you. I'm glad you popped in. Tessa, thank you. You are amazing. I'm so appreciative of you being here. And the conversation has been so fun. And I will definitely. Oh, is it a kugel? Is it like a bagel? Wait a minute. I heard this joke about that. Why? Wait. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they were on the bay, they would be bagels. I don't know. It's something crazy. Not as good as Kugel. I mean, Kugel, Koodle. I'm getting all my oodle words mixed up now. Thank you, Mona. And thank you for being in the group and everything. And thank you. If anybody's watching and you want to go on the email list, I'm going to put it in the description too. I would love to have your emails so I can keep you updated on these. And I have some coupons. I've got just randomly, I send out like motivational emails or tips that might help you or someone you love. I'm still on the infomercial. If you or a loved one wants to join my email list, definitely I would love to have you. Close. Were you saying close to my Google Koodle words? But I love you guys, and I'm glad tonight is when I had those words coming up on the side of the screen, because it's going to be awesome. I can go back and watch this and remember a lot of our conversation. So can everyone else. So kudos to you. Kudos to you. I'm going to start using kudos as the word. I had a lot of fun. You guys enjoy your evening. I'll see you soon. Don't forget, like, all the excitement that comes with the open forums. You never know what you're going to like learn. Tonight we did Koodles. Bye. Thank you guys. See ya. Thank you. I don't want to